What's going on, guys? Dorko back again. Hope you're all fantastic today, and welcome to the live stream with SomethinStrangeYT.
What's up, everyone? It's me, SomethinStrangeYT, and I'm here with Adventure Gaming.
During April of 2015, around the same time when FNAF was at its peak, Warner Bros. Pictures announced the FNAF film will become a reality.
Some people reacted negatively, others became very excited, but pretty much the entire fan base looked like this.
Ken and Gil would be directing and co-writing the film with Tyler Burton Smith.
2 years later, when 2017 rolled around, there arose some problems for the movie industry. Scott Cawthon, the game's creator, said that the film was hit with several delays and was back to square one.
What this meant for the fan base is that the production was starting all over again.
But in January of 2017, Scott released an image of a chair with the name Freddy on it and the logo for Blumhouse Productions.
2 months later, it was announced that Blumhouse Productions would be producing the movie, from a tweet by Jason Blum.
But unfortunately, in June of that same year, it was announced that Ken and Gil would no longer be working on the project.
But then, in February of 2018, it was announced that the film will be directed and written by Christopher Columbus! Oh! Hashtag best movie ever. Hashtag Oscar nominations galore.
Christopher Columbus directed Home Alone and a few of the Harry Potter films. So when they announced that he would be doing the FNAF movie, this was some pretty great news.
Then in August of 2018, Scott announced the script's first draft had been written and that a second and third film were a probability.
But then it was scrapped.
But yeah, it was, but then by December of 2019, the final script had been complete! And Blum stated in an interview in January of 2020 that the film was moving rapidly, but didn't want to put a timeline on it.
But then, in September of 2021, it was announced that Chris Columbus would be leaving the film project.
But then he would be replaced by Emma Tammy, who had directed 2 horror films in the past.
Then, by 2023, Jason Blum tweeted the quote, "We are dangerously close."
By May 16th, 2023, the first teaser trailer for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was released.
If you're...
One of the developers on the trailer had accidentally leaked an unfinished version of it, but luckily it did not spread across the internet due to the loyalty of the FNAF fanbase.
The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was scheduled to release on October the 26th, 2023 in Australia, and October the 27th worldwide. Alright, so now we're gonna watch the trailers. So, Lexus, tell me what you think about the first Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. What information do we gather?
So, mainly what I think of the trailer is it's not really showing much. I mean, obviously, since it's the first, basically a teaser trailer, it's the first trailer, so they wouldn't show much.
In terms of the actual FNAF movie itself, what kind of stuff do we see in there? Like, what could we predict about the plot or the film itself?
So this movie seems like it's taking a lot of inspiration from the books, specifically the Silver Eyes.
From the guy we see getting attacked by Foxy or the animatronics or something. Maybe he gets killed, and that's when they need to hire a new security guard. So I'm assuming at the beginning of the film we're gonna see him get attacked by the animatronics in like a cool little horror stinger scene. And then, of course, we get introduced to Michael and his sister, and they have the call with William Afton and all that kind of stuff, you know?
I'm wondering how they're going to handle the father-son dynamic of William and Michael Afton in this movie.
Exactly.
Because that is, if Mike Schmidt in this universe is Michael.
Yeah, no, but it's yeah, you're right. It is confusing because we know Michael Afton is supposed to be William Afton's son, but from the fact that he's calling him for the job interview trailer, of course we get the whole advert, which might be the thing that Michael watches. We see the thing with Freddy where he, you know, he's getting the weird face thing put on.
Yeah, the weird face thing. I have a feeling that that is this movie's version of the Scooper. Well, not exactly.
I said that in my video. I said in the second trailer that William is all about, like with the Funtime animatronics, he's all about designing killing machines that are disguised as kids' entertainment machines. So this might be one of his new contraptions that we've never seen before.
But the thing is, what does it exactly do? Because most of the things with like sister location and all that, they're built to collect remnant. What is that thing built to do? What, just remove someone's face?
Or maybe it's made to turn them into the animatronic? Who the hell knows? Oh. There's so many different... Because, yeah, it's like being put... The mask is being put on his face. Maybe they're trying to make them one of them, you know?
Oh yeah, like turn him, like...
Because, like, in the first game, they talk about, stuffing the kids into the rope, or, like, stuffing the security guards into the animatronic suits.
Yeah. What if that is this movie's version of, like the animatronics put him into this contraption, and it puts because I assume the animatronics, like, the actual suit itself is in 3 different parts. So it would be the endoskeleton, then like a metal casing around the endoskeleton. Which
would probably be built with the suit itself. So should we move on to the second trailer? That was so, okay, the second trailer is so much better, you know, it makes the film look so good. Okay, so a lot more to talk about here. I just realized something with Abby. You know how, so you know how Abby's supposed to kind of be Elizabeth, as she's like Mike's brother, and Abby kind of looks like, the name looks a little bit like Baby. You notice the way she was standing in front of the animatronics?
Yeah.
What does that remind you of? You know, standing in front of the animatronics like that, on the stage?
It kind of reminds me of the minigame from Sister Location.
Yeah, when Elizabeth was scooped.
Yeah, where she dies.
Yeah, where she dies. So the first thing kind of makes it look a little bit more like an indie kind of movie. This one, like the shots we get here of like the house and stuff, and we get to see him.
And Mike leaving his car, and Vanessa, we're just gonna call her, in the hospital, and Michael. Wait! I also have a theory. There's one shot in the trailer where he's punching someone in a fountain.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
try find it.
Yeah.
And he's wearing I think he's wearing like it says something on his back.
Security.
On his uniform, but I can't quite tell what it says.
It says security.
Yeah, so he was a security guard before this point. At somewhere else, and he must have gone to a fight or something.
Oh! That makes sense. Okay, so it's all coming together. So, okay, the movie could... Okay, let's figure this out. So the movie can start off. So the movie will maybe start off with the security guard being attacked by the robots, the previous security guard.
Yeah.
And showing things like... and also something else I wanted to mention, if we're going to be talking about plot predictions. You know the people who come in with the crowbars and trash the place, which we see in the third trailer? We get a glimpse of them here. These guys?
Yeah.
My dad said that these might be the parents or family of the 5 missing children.
That could work.
And after their kids have gone missing, they have now come back to this location to kind of get a bit of a revenge thing.
And trash the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and then this
basically,
is... Yeah, sorry.
Basically, it could all fit together because the place just got trashed,
Mike gets fired from his job as a security guard for getting into a fight.
And then the original security guard is killed by the possessed robots.
Yeah, so that position is perfectly open.
Yeah. So okay. So let's try predicting this a little bit more. So these guys destroy the place, and then security guard. They hire security guard. Security guard gets killed, and he gets dragged away. Because we see in this trailer, we see like an arm getting dragged away. That could be him dying, and then Mike gets fired from his job by punching the guy in the fountain. And then he looks for the other security job at Freddy's. And that's when he calls frickin' Steve.
So let's continue.
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
He did the thing Ghostface does from Scream.
What? Where he shings the knife out from his hand?
Yes, he just did it.
So do you think that's a reference?
Yeah, that is definitely a reference because the guy who plays William, what the hell is his name? The guy who plays William in this movie.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. He plays Shaggy in the original.
He does play Shaggy. There were memes about that, remember? Shaggy's the man behind the slaughter. So let's do our final predictions. So Lexus, you go first. What is your final prediction on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie plot?
My final predictions for the FNAF movie's plot goes something like this. So it starts off with the opening sequence, where it shows the title cards, all that, very stylized to FNAF. So then you know that it's the FNAF movie. Then it opens with the security guard, that random old guy that dies. The security guard gets killed and most likely just dragged away or whatever. Then it cuts to Michael working at a mall, and he gets into an altercation. He works as a security guard at the mall, and he gets into an altercation with someone. We're not sure who, but someone, and he ends up beating the crap out of them in the fountain. And then he promptly gets fired from that job. And since the security guard at Freddy's has recently gone missing, and since Michael is fired from his job and the position is open, Michael goes for it and rings up Fazbear Entertainment with Steve Ragland, aka William Afton, picking up the phone and saying, "Oh hey, you're probably calling for the security position." And Mike's like, "Yes," and they continue talking about it and all that, and William's giving a brief history of the company and the pizzeria and all that.
Yeah.
And Mike asks if he can bring his sister Abby with him, because it would be kind of expensive to hire a babysitter because he's broke.
Yeah, that's why he's taking on a job with possessed robots, right, chat?
Vanessa shows up at some point, tells him the history, like the true history of the company, not like the fake history.
Yeah,
not
the
fake,
fabricated Fazbear Entertainment history.
Entertainment history, yeah, that William told him, or Steve told him on the phone. Vanessa tells him the truth, that the animatronics are possessed, that kids went missing there back in the 80s. She might even reference the Bite of 87 or Bite of 83
And that's when Markiplier walks in. Wait, was that the Bite of 87?
Bite of 87?
No, it was the Bite of 83.
Well, actually, that's like... that'd be pretty fun if she randomly puts on a pair of nerd glasses and goes, "Well, actually, it was the Bite of 83.
Actually, it was the Bite of 83. Get it right?
According to my
Mark?
calculation.
You can't tell me what to do. I am the king of Five Nights at Freddy's.
And then, you know, the animatronics start moving and trying to attack Mike and all that, and trying to attack Abby. Well, trying to make Abby one of them.
Nice, that's why.
And then at some point, I bet at some point William will show up. Who knows? But he puts on the spring bodysuit and tries to kill Michael with a knife.
Because Michael knows everything. He's a threat.
Yeah, William sees Michael as a threat because he knows everything. He knows the true history of that.
Maybe he tries to kill him and then that fails. So then he tries to then strap him to the chair, and then that's when the weird Freddy mask thing comes down to spring lock him. Pretty much the same as yours, Mr. SomethinStrangeYT. So yeah, of course, the family come, they destroy the pizzeria, Willie
A.
and then yeah, they hire the security guard. Security guard dies from the animatronics. Michael gets fired from his job, gets hired at Freddy's, then all the hauntings happen, Vanessa arrives. Yeah, then Vanessa comes in and is like, "You met them yet?" And she opens up the show stage. Yeah, that's the prediction on the FNAF movie, or our prediction. Let's see how close we are. I think it's going to be pretty obvious, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be the same as everyone else's predictions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our prediction is probably the same as 80% of everyone else's predictions for this movie.
Hey!
Adventure Gaming, quickly, plug your Patreon.
Hey, chat. So, I appreciate for everyone coming to watch this first live stream, and to end off this little live stream real quick, how about we play a very special song for all of us FNAF fans out there to celebrate the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. What's it gonna be? Let's take a trip back to 2014. We've only got 5 nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Oh, why do you want to stay? Blah 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 blah. Is this where you wanna be? Oh, why do you want to stay? Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Alright, there we go. Stream is off. We're good.
That was so fun.
That was awesome.